Hi, I'm Ian Giles for LiveBait.tv, and I'm here with Ken Alexander, the editor of the Walrus magazine. And Ken, can you tell us what are we here for tonight?
Well, we were having a debate tonight about media complicity in the Marar affair and what best practices in journalism are and what we do with sources, protect them or not if it is discovered that they are passing off misinformation.
And the article that you just have run in the Walrus magazine, can you tell us about it, the author, and the story? What is it about?
The piece is called Hear No Evil, Write No Lies. It's by Andrew Mitrovica, who is an investigative journalist. And you have to understand that investigative journalists are a rare and important breed for our democracy. And Andrew has, after a quite exhaustive study of media reports spanning 3 years, has come down extremely critical of the Fourth Estate for, in his view, being complicit in Arar's detention and then the prevention of a public inquiry.
As I was watching the coverage of Mayor Arar unfold, I could see what was happening. As someone who covered intelligence services, I could see what they were doing, these police and intelligence services and government officials. I could see what they were trying to do to what was, at least in my view, a transparently innocent man. And it offended me. And such is my disposition, I suppose, in the world of the Canadian media, it angered me. It angered me a great deal.
You know, some of it has to do, in his view, with a rush to judgment. Some of it has to do with a lack of verification of certain sources who are needed, but who, in his view, the media did not look at themselves as conduits to a very problematic situation.
So tonight it seemed like there was two perspectives. Would that be fair to say?
Well, I think there was some concentration tonight on the given Justice O'Connor's report and findings and claim that indeed the media were complicit in Justice O'Connor's view in this particularly wretched and sordid affair. I think that there was a lot of emotive heat around the demand for an apology.
I think Mayor Arar is owed an apology. The Government of Canada has apologized. I suppose, on behalf of the people of Canada, Mr. Harper extended an apology, and Monia insisted that that apology be in writing so she could show her children. RCMP Commissioner Zaccardelli apologized. There are other people that need to apologize. They are in the press. I name them in my piece. They must apologize. We can talk about ethics. It's common decency. It's simple. Do the decent thing. Why is that so difficult for journalists to do? Apologize. Just apologize. And I cannot for the life of me understand why people are simply reluctant to say, Mr. Arar, I wrote a story in which, yes, I had Miss Pither on paragraph 4 and 5, paragraph 6. But at the top of my piece, quoting these anonymous officials, I called you a terrorist, and I called you a liar. I called you all of these things. And you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong. And yet, nothing. Silence. Nothing.
I'm conflicted. On the one hand, I'm a great admirer of Andrew and thought his piece in the Walrus was important and much needed to provoke some soul-searching, above all at a time when the hysteria whipped up by the twin bogeymen of terrorism and national security has been used to justify extraordinary excesses both in the government and the media. On the other hand, I winced when I read Andrew's take on my friend and former colleague, Julie O'Neill, whom I regard as an exceptionally diligent and responsible member of our profession.
Whatever you can say about them, those stories are fundamentally different exercises than the one that Julie O'Neill was engaged in. And I have to say that I largely share the view articulated by her lawyer, David Paciocco, in the Ottawa Citizen a while back, and also in a longer version that he gave in a speech up in Ottawa at the end of January, to the effect that we are vastly, our knowledge of what happened in the Arar affair is significantly improved because she put the contents of that document before us, not somebody's version told to her orally of what was in the document, but a story based on her having seen the document. What was the document, by the way? The document was a transcript, purportedly a transcript of, or a summary of what Mayor Arar, under extreme duress, had told his Syrian interrogators.